of my favourite films, Jurassic Park: The Lost World, Jeff Goldblum says with real frustration, they just have to touch, as the heroine reaches out to the baby dinosaur. And I knew just what he meant, that almost automatic urge to touch. I do it in shops, touch dress material, check out silk flowers to see if they're real. I do it in parks. I stroke strangers' dogs, slightly dodgy. I accost stray cats, equally dodgy. I have to be restrained from prodding cakes in a cafe just to see if they're fresh. So I shouldn't have been surprised at my need to hug in the lockdown. Sure, I hug Stephen, especially after he's attacked the smelly blocked drains. But the unconscious urge to hug when I catch sight of a friend I haven't seen for ages, and then the equally sudden pull back as I go social distancing. Not exactly the right name, it's not very social. And then the feeling that something is missing. I love the video calls, I love seeing the faces, but it still leaves me with an ache for a hug. Lots of hugs. Sometimes we need contact that words can't give us. They're too clumsy, and sometimes they even get in the way. And then we have moments when we say, that made me cry, or that touched me. A connection's been made and we know it. Who else but God would touch us so personally, in just the way we need? Our reaction is our way of talking to God in that moment, heart to heart. No words. How can you not love that kind of brilliance?
friend forever. What a friend I found, closer than a brother. I have felt your touch, more intimate than lovers. Sing Jesus one more time. Jesus, Jesus, oh Jesus, you're our friend forever.
Father God, there are so many people in isolation, in hospital, who are desperate to be touched and hugged by their families and friends. Please be the touch they need deep within. Be the comfort their families long to give. There are those who've watched loved ones die and couldn't reach out to touch them as they left. Help them to pour out their anger and pain to you without reservation and find rest. Father, for all those children who are missing grandparents, uncles, aunts, cousins and friends and simply don't understand, help them to trust that they are still loved and that the separation won't last forever. For the families struggling to make ends meet, we ask you to help us to be aware of their struggles and to find sensitive ways to help. And Father, for those parents with disabled children or sick children, we ask that you give them strength, good friends and wise families. Help us to be open to their needs and ready to respond. And for all of us, Father God, we ask for the deep awareness of your presence, an openness to your love, and a readiness to respond to your gentle nudges. Amen.
Draw me close to you. Never let me go. I lay it all down again to hear you say that I'm your friend. You are my desire. No one else will do. 'Cause nothing else could take your place. To feel the warmth of your embrace. Help me find a way. Bring me back to you. You're all I want. You're all I've ever needed. You're all I want. Help me know you are near. Draw me close to you. you say that I'm your friend. You are my desire. No one else will do. There's nothing else could take your place. To feel the warmth of your embrace. Help me find the way. Bring me back to you. You're all I want. You're all I've ever needed. You're all I want. Help me know you are near. You're all I want. You're all I've ever needed. You're all I want. Help me know you are near. Help me know you are here.
A blessing. Lord, bless our children as they grow. Bless our adults as they blossom. Bless our elders as they speak. And Lord, bless our wonderfully mixed community with your grace.